Hi everyone, I have some meditation music playing in the background. Let's start with calling in protection, calling in our angels, our guides, masters of light. We cleanse our space, our aura, cutting all cords of attachment, of negativity, all cords that drain us, energies that hold us back, releasing fear, anxiety, releasing anything and everything that no longer serves us, it holds us back, that causes chaos, that causes stress, that causes us to feel stuck, that causes us to feel hurt. We ask for the energies to speed up, to just under the speed of light or protection, alignment with high vibrational energies. We ask the Jaguar to protect our space, to show us the way through time, through death, through life, through pain. We ask the Jaguar to take away the debris of darkness, sadness, fear, negativity. We ask the Jaguar to take away the energy of the death, the grief of losing love, light, power, grief of losing our loved ones, or grief of losing the love that we thought was real. We ask Jaguar to help us process the pain that we feel and to give us strength, confidence, courage that we need to walk with integrity and unconditional love for life. We ask the Jaguar to support us, to take away the pain, take away the fears, take away negativity. And we ask our guides for clarity, joy. We ground our energies to the center of the Mother Earth. And we ask the Mother Earth to protect us, to hold our space for healing. We anchor our energies and from the belly of the earth we call on the energy of amethyst, of quartz, to absorb the pain, the fear, negativity that holds us back. We ask the amethyst stone to help us walk through difficulties, walk through time, create a life that brings joy to the world. We release the pain that's been buried for so long. We released suppressed fears, suppressed feelings. We ask to be free. Of pain. We understand that we are ever evolving, that life is not a destination, it's the process, the journey itself. But we also understand that we are capable of shifting shapes, of releasing the pain that we feel, releasing the past, releasing negative energies, rising above the obstacles created for us. We understand that we can heal, that the universe will mirror light that we share with others. We understand that we can rise above 3D pain. I'm going to read from this book now. Sorry. When we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dapple light of the forest, slowly and sensually kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inwards. This card is a call to re examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshipping? Your phone, money, material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there is a room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to heavens. The ancient yogis saw the body itself as a temple, every function and feature of it as an expression of divinity. Build a shrine with found material, don't spend any money, only time. Reverence for all life. Okay, so with this card, I'm getting a sense that we always assume that divinity is outside of us, somewhere we can't see, somewhere we can't experience it, you know. But that is not the case. The temple is always where we need it to be. And the temple can be something as simple as an activity that helps you create a bridge between your current reality and what brings you peace. It's literally that simple. So you don't need to try too hard. You don't need to push yourself in situations that you're not comfortable in. You don't need to feel stuck. And you don't need to feel broken. Even when you reach a dead end, know that there is a beginning waiting for you. And know that that dead end reflects something inside of you as well. So if you feel blocked in your external reality, try to figure out where you feel blocked internally. Do you not trust yourself? Do you not trust others? Do you not trust the world? Do you struggle to believe that things can be good for you? That life can be much better? I'm going to read for the dead end card now from this book. Let's see if this helps. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It's a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, "No more, child, you have reached the last page of this chapter." It is natural to resist its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. So, what are you holding on to? That's my question to you. In this way, we fight with life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the one you planned on walking through. If you're honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning, the closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. Okay, let's see what we have here. Reflect on dead ends in your past that led to unimaginable wonders. The moment you accept the ending, feeling of grace will arise. Doors begin to open both inside and in the world. So, obviously, something in your life didn't work as planned, something in life didn't really, you know, um, lead to a destination that you wanted to be at. So, yeah, it is understandable that you're upset about it. It is understandable that you are. Uh, Give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry, I needed to take a break for a few minutes. But yeah, obviously, there's something in your life that didn't work out as planned, and that caused a little bit of heartache, a little bit of pain, and that caused you to feel uncentered. And I think that may be the reason of you feeling this disconnect from the divinity, the temple, and yourself, because it was really hard to make sense of why what was happening in your life was happening. I'm sorry to have kept it here all this time. um, but yeah, it's sometimes it's really hard. Acknowledging, understanding reality is a challenge in itself, and it's okay to feel betrayed. Okay, it's okay. I mean, yeah, things didn't work out as planned, things weren't okay, and it's not just that they didn't work out as planned, it's also there may have been a lot of like unexpected pain, unexpected drama, unexpected trauma that you were kind of like pushed into. I'm going to read the mirror card now. 1 second. Okay, we have it here. We look into mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into another realm. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mythic land of Narcissus, who saw himself as reflected in pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away, a fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognize the power and danger of the mirror. It's a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. The mirror contains tricks and energy. Put the phone down, stop with the comparison, and let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one inside, the reflection, illusion, looking glass. Okay. Speak to yourself gently and kindly in the mirror. It will feel awkward at first, but it's a sure way to become friends with yourself. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I know I've been saying it for a while now, but obviously there's something in your life that did not turn out as planned, that was a dead end, and you've been having a hard time processing it for a while now. You've been struggling, and you've tricked yourself into questioning your worth, questioning your value, and that's why I think you're now being nudged to the temple. You're being nudged to, like, a safe space, basically, to reflect on all you that you've been through. I mean, like, I feel you have a lot of, like, deep seated wounds that just need time to heal, and you may have a feeling that you're losing track of life, losing the power to chase your dreams, your desires, because you feel so bogged down by being lost, and we have the lovers. So you feel so lost because of what you've been through. The prayer, we have the temple and the prayer, so it's very interesting to me, you know. So I get that, I get where you're coming from, uh, you feel that you need to hold on to very, very simple joys in life just to feel happy, and it's causing you a lot of, like, emotional pain because you are not happy. I mean, you're holding, like, you're down to your last thread or something, and it's really, really exhausting. You're trying to navigate a storm to find joy in a very, very difficult position that you're in. With this card also, it's reiterating the same message to me, that you've been trying to heal, you've been trying to rise above the obstacles of your mind, you've been trying to rise above the fear, the pain, the darkness that you feel, but it's not been easy. It's been very, 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 very painful. It's been a challenging, uh, it's been very challenging. like like you feel really bogged down because of the struggle, because of the pain that you continue to feel, and it gets even more painful when you know uh, feel that there's no way out. Like, you came from one dead end, and because of how much pain you feel, because of where you are energetically, you keep feeling that you're hitting more dead ends, you know so you kind of feel like there's no way out of this, and spirit wants to tell you that there is, you know even though it feels like you're hanging on to something, with the last thread or something. You have lovers. Yeah. So even though it may feel like you're trying too hard, I feel you need to, like, just release the stress, release, sometimes surrender is the best way forward. And we have the Ace of Wands, the World. Yeah, I mean, it's not, life has not been easy on you. It's caused you a lot of pain. It's brought you a lot of misery, and you've been feeling really really hurt by energies, by life itself. You struggled a lot to feel happy. That's because you keep hitting dead ends, and that's because you keep struggling. You keep trying to find an easy way out, but it just doesn't seem to exist. We have the Justice card now, and the Sun card now. We have two major arcanas with us. So it's not been easy, and I understand that it's been really 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 hard. You struggled for a very 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 long time, and even though you've been trying to start a new journey, we have the Four of Cups, you've still been struggling, worrying about the past, thinking about things that did not work out, thinking about how and why life was unfair and why you can't feel happy at all. And even though, like, you do try to release control, you do try to be better at surviving, at the end of the day you're processing an enormous amount of heartache with the Three of Swords, and it's just not been easy. It's been really 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 hard. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, every time I try to do this reading, I know the same message keeps repeating itself. Give me a moment, I dropped a card. Sorry, I have the High Priestess now. So you have definitely had your, fought your battles, felt the pain that you, more pain that you possibly thought you could handle, and it's been really, really, really exhausting with the Eight of Cups. Sorry, I'm gonna take some time to adjust the camera and all, but I hope you can see the cards fine now. We have, okay, so the Hierophant, you're definitely learning, definitely trying to rise above your fears, rise above your experiences, trying to hold on to the thread, trying to hold on to the prayers that you're sending out to the universe. But there is, like, trickster energy with the Mirror card here. So like, even though it feels like you're fighting a lost cause, you need to know that you're looking down on yourself. Like, vanity is not just falling in love with yourself. It's not just um, thinking more highly of yourself than you need to, assuming that you are the problem wherever you are in the universe, is kind of vanity as well. Blaming yourself for things that are beyond your control, you know is also a shadow aspect of yourself. You have Chariot, and you've been trying to walk away from difficult situations, but you keep getting stuck and you keep getting hurt and you keep struggling to make decisions. There's a lot of, like, indecision, lack of clarity with the Queen of Swords. So you definitely need some clarity, and you definitely need some, you know guidance around it. Honestly, uh, I feel just keep doing what you're doing, because you're trying. Even though things don't look like they're working, you're trying really really hard to be happy. And you've been fighting this, feeling for a long time now. We have the Two of Swords. You've been fighting this battle for a very 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 long time. You've been struggling, and it's not been easy, and I understand that, and I acknowledge that, and I know that things have been far more difficult for you than you yourself realize sometimes. Like, you've slayed one too many dragons, you've fought your battles, you struggled to be who you are, you've dealt with a lot of, like, narcissistic people who caused you a lot of pain, a lot of misery that you didn't even realize was happening. So I feel you're slowly learning. We have the justice here and the high priestess here, so uh, you're slowly like learning, you're slowly growing, you know, uh, where you could not see where things were headed earlier. You had to rely on life to lead you or some teacher to appear. You're now starting to become that teacher yourself, you know, the one that could guide others through similar situations. And even though it's not been an easy journey, even though it's been hard, you faced a lot of pain. We have the Ten of Swords now. Yeah, it's not been easy. uh, Sorry, I dropped another card. We have Five of Swords. Okay, so yeah, you struggle through a lot of like difficult emotions, difficult feelings. We had, sorry, this one was Ten of Swords and Five of Swords. Okay, yeah, you struggle through a lot of like conflict, anger, frustration, indecision, pain, negativity being caused by more people. I feel as you rise above this experience, in the hindsight, you will realize far more toxic people in your life existed than you realized at the time. So it's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to want someone to help you. With the King of Pentacles, you know, it's okay to want a soulmate. It's okay to want love. It's okay to want what you want. But no, that it can't come while you're in this energy of like, I am broken and I'm not okay and I'm not, you know, myself. You have to like be in a position where you are like at least a work in progress. You know, we're always a work in progress. We're always working towards becoming better versions of ourselves. But you can't feel broken and want someone to fix you. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Like that's not a fair expectation from anyone. It's not a fair expectation from life itself, because it's like I know, like I hate myself for even saying this, because I get where you're coming from. You want opportunities to heal, and that's not a bad thing. You've been struggling for a while now. You've been struggling with a lot of like difficult emotions, heartbreaks, things being delayed, frustrations, a lot of negative thoughts that you kind of have to like always try to talk yourself out of. And it doesn't seem fair to you that you need to try this hard to be happy. You have the Ace of Swords, so it doesn't seem fair to you, and that's not what's happening here. You can be happy, you know, with the Ten of Cups. You can be whatever you need to be, but you need to like be at peace with yourself. You need to be more confident. You need to want to live a happy life for you to attract happiness. You know, so I get that you're lonely. The Five of Pentacles life seems like very, very lonely. Right now, you feel like you've lost control over your own life. You feel that things are not where they should be. You feel that it's just not in your hands anymore. You feel hurt. You feel challenged by the universe, and not in a good way. Ace of Swords. Which card did I pull earlier then? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I get that you feel hurt by the universe. Like you have to try so hard to meet somebody, probably to find somebody, or to be happy, and that's not what's happening here. You've been struggling. The universe knows that you've been like having a hard time. Life has not been easy on you. Things Life has not been kind to you, and it's really, really, really painful. But you need to believe that the universe has a vision for you. Okay, you need to believe that things can be better. You need to believe that you are. See, we have rainbows in all the cards that I have right now. This one, and this one. You need to believe that you're a work in progress. You need to be. See, look, these two cards have like very, very similar images, but look at how different the energies are. Here, you're struggling to find hope, struggling to believe that good things can happen to you. And here there's almost like survival instinct kicking in, knowledge that you will be fine. Okay, you're growing. See, you're growing, rising above the limitations of reality, rising above the limitations of your own experiences, rising above your own fears. You're growing, and that's a good thing. It's okay to struggle once in a while, and I know it doesn't really feel like it's once in a while. And I mean, who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want to be sustained? Who doesn't want to be protected, right? But know that, you know, I feel sometimes you need to take care of yourself. No matter how hard you try, you can want things to change, you can want life to change for you, you can want someone else to come fix you. At the end of the day, you have to be the only person you have to be the person that pushes yourself out of the castle. Castle is a locked space. Sometimes it's for protection, sometimes it's to prevent tyranny. So yeah, you've been struggling. We again have the Five of Cups, and things have not been easy on you, and they've been like you've been carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of like fear-based energies, and you've been hoping to find somebody, hoping to find love, hoping to find friends, hoping to find peace. And it's not been easy. It's been a journey with the Page of Cups, Page of Wands, sorry. You've struggled, and it doesn't feel that things are fair to you. You've navigated a lot of like dark thoughts, dark energies. You've struggled through a lot of like painful situations, but like you need to. I don't know what the answer is, honestly, but you need to count your blessings. Even so, it's not been easy, and you're trying to walk away from something that has been like incredibly painful. And while divine support is available to you, it's not available to you in the form that you're expecting it to. So if you're waiting for someone to come in and fix your life, that's one of the things that's just not gonna happen. Like, it's good that you don't have that happening for you, because you don't want to put that burden onto anyone else, onto anyone, really. You don't want to be responsible for the karmic imbalance someone fixing you will cause. So you don't need someone to come help you see light. If that's what you want, there is light available to you if you need to see it, and you don't need to go very far to see it. Okay, it's available to you, but you need to stop feeling stuck in situations. If you're not happy with something, you have some control over your reality, and you could take some steps to change things up a bit. So maybe start with figuring out what can you change, what do you already have to be happy about. Start a, I think, joy log or something. I read about it in a book a while back. So basically, the more things you write about, more things you notice, you know things that bring you joy, the more you start experiencing those things. So you might want to give that a try, but you don't want to put the karmic duty of fixing you, healing you onto someone else. That responsibility is yours. Yeah, it's okay to want people to be there for you once in a while. That's not really an unfair expectation. And the reality that we live in is incredibly lonely, and I understand that. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, trust that you can be happy. you know you don't need to try so hard. The Nine of Wands, you don't need to struggle. You don't need to give in to fear based energies. You don't need to feel lost. You don't need to feel like you have no control over reality, because that's just not true. You've been struggling, but joy, happiness is available to you. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands again. Stop expecting other people to come in to change you, to help you. Have the strength, have the courage to know that you can be happy. And even though support is available to you, support does not mean that someone needs to enter your life to fix it for you. Okay? You have the answers that you need, you have the tools that you need, let's just say that, and you have what you need right now. And what you will need in future will be provided to you. So you need to start believing in yourself more. You need to start accepting the help that's already available to you more. Alright, so the answer here to always know that everything in life is always a work in progress. Things are always improving. And yes, you've been struggling with pain, you've been struggling with a lot of like difficult emotions, but that does not mean that you cannot or will not be happy. It just means that you're going through a phase in your life that's more painful than it's joyous. And that doesn't mean that there will never be joy in your life again. Okay, that kind of perspective will help you attract what you want, attract the reality that you desire. You just need to have faith and believe in yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well. Alright? Take care. Bye bye.